Pelops, a prominent figure in Greek mythology, is remembered for his dramatic rise to power, his tragic family curse, and his involvement in one of the most famous chariot races in myth. As the son of Tantalus, a king cursed by the gods, and Dione, Pelops' life story is full of intrigue, vengeance, and the inescapable nature of fate. His legacy left an indelible mark on the ancient world, with his descendants continuing to suffer from the curse that started with his father's crimes. Pelops was born into a troubled family. His father, Tantalus, was a king who committed heinous acts that brought about his downfall. In one of the most infamous stories in Greek mythology, Tantalus tried to test the gods by serving them the flesh of his own son, Pelops, cooked and presented as a feast. The gods, horrified by his actions, recognized the deception and restored Pelops to life, with Demeter having unknowingly eaten a part of him. As punishment for his crime, Tantalus was condemned to eternal torment in the underworld, where he would be forever tantalized by food and drink just out of reach. Restored to life, Pelops grew into a handsome and strong young man, destined for greatness. He soon sought to claim a kingdom for himself and came to the court of King Oenomaus of Pisa. There, he fell in love with Oenomaus' daughter, Hippodamia. However, Oenomaus had set a deadly condition for any suitor wishing to marry his daughter: they had to win a chariot race against him, with the penalty for losing being death. The king, known for his great skill in driving chariots, was unbeatable, and many suitors had already perished trying to win Hippodamia's hand. Pelops, determined to win the race and marry Hippodamia, sought the help of Myrtilus, the charioteer of King Oenomaus. Myrtilus, who had his own desires and motivations, agreed to sabotage the race in Pelops' favor in exchange for a promised reward. During the race, Myrtilus secretly loosened the bolts of Oenomaus' chariot, causing the king to crash and die. Pelops won the race, married Hippodamia, and became the king of Pisa. However, his victory came with a heavy cost. He betrayed Myrtilus by denying him the promised reward and cast him into the sea. In retaliation, Myrtilus cursed Pelops and his descendants, setting into motion the infamous curse of the house of Atreus. Despite his success in securing power, Pelops was not free from the consequences of his actions. The curse that followed him would haunt his family for generations, with each new generation experiencing their own tragic fates. Pelops himself, however, remained a respected figure in Greek mythology. He founded the Peloponnesian dynasty and was considered the ancestor of many important figures in Greek myth, including Agamemnon and Menelaus, two of the central characters in the Trojan War. Pelops' story is a classic example of the Greek theme of fate and retribution. His early life, shaped by the horrors of his father's crimes, was marked by his attempt to break free from the curse through cunning and skill. However, his own actions, including the betrayal of Myrtilus, ensured that the curse would continue to plague his descendants, reinforcing the idea that no one can escape the consequences of their actions, no matter how hard they try.